What's going on, everybody? I'm back with a quick update. So we're looking at the G13 right now. They're coming along. They were all planted February 27th. So this one got stunted. It got overwatered by accident, and not only that, they were stunted in the beginning because the roots were cold, so it was like down in the 60s. So I had the light too high and not turned up enough. I'm not used to doing seedlings and things like that with a high-powered light and being able to adjust it and stuff. You know, usually I set it under a T5 or like my Mars Hydro T1000. You know, low wattage light, and I don't have any problems. So this time I'm doing something a little bit different. So you know, I'm figuring things out as I go. Plus I'm rusty. It's been like 5 years or something like that since I've grown. So, but things are starting to come along. But yeah, these ones are really far behind. I think some of it has to do with the genetics as well. I don't think the genetics are quite on par. Even though everything, the environment is on point now. You know, the dirt's at what, 73, almost 73 and a half degrees. The air temperature, I got it open right now, 52.4% humidity. What about CO2? I'm not running it yet. 81 degrees. So everything is good in here. So they, like I said, they seem to be growing a little bit faster. I just don't have anything to compare them to right now. It's been so long since I've ran seeds. Usually I just always ran clones. So we'll see what goes on, what happens. Like I said, I think that they are coming around. They're looking like it. They're a lot happier. Although this one's been drooping like this since yesterday. It's not wilted or anything like that. You know, it's not overwatered. I didn't do anything out of the norm. It just started doing this. What I did do is I super cropped it, so maybe that's what's causing the droopiness. I don't know, maybe it shocked the plant a little bit, but you can see she's been split. There we go, she's been split right there. Spread them leaves. But yeah, so they're coming along good. But this one right here sprouted first, then it was like, I think that one and then that one, but either way this one got stunted really bad. I took the stakes off of the other ones, these two, and they're coming along quite nice. They're nice and sturdy, no problems. Okay, this one right here, I went to go take the stake off, and it just fell right over. So she is far from ready. You can see how small that is. So she's definitely stunted a lot. She'll come around, as you can see, she's starting to. I'm watering it normally now. So we'll see how she comes along. Okay. I don't know if you guys caught it on the last video. I fixed my light. It was a bad driver. It's a good thing that they had some for sale on eBay. And I was able to pick two up, so I fixed this light and that light. I'm happy about that because these lights are like brand new. I've only done like one complete run with them, maybe, yeah, flower run, you know, just flowering out. I didn't veg out with these, so I think like 2 flower runs. So this is all I've done with these lights. So when those diodes burnt out, or the not diodes, but when those drivers went bad, it really pissed me off. So this one was fine when I put it away. This one had one burnt out when I put it away, which was bullshit. So I didn't have the lights that long before it went out. But it's all fixed now. They're good to go. You can see the left and right white channel, micro channel, whatever you want to call it, is working now. Before it was just the right hand side. Right hand side. Now it's both. So, and then that one over there had a red channel that went out, and I fixed it. If anybody out there is running these lights and you happen to open the light up, you'll notice that there is 12 drivers in there. Okay. The first 2 that you come across, they're going to be like right up here. There's 4 right up here. The first 2 you come across are going to be the white channel, left and right. And the other 2 you come across are going to be the blue channels, left and right. Okay, and then the rest in the back, there's 8 of them. They're all red channels. So you'll have like a red channel for here, in the middle, and then on the back on the left side, and then you'll have them in the middle. Okay, and then you'll have them right here on this side. So that comes out to like 3, 6, 9. There's 8 of them. They control the reds, and like I said, 2 for the blue and 2 for the white. Once you get it figured out, you can mark them, and you know then if a driver goes bad, which one it is, and things like that. It makes things a whole hell of a lot easier. And I like being able to pull these lights apart a lot easier than the previous version. Previous version had wires like all the way around it connecting to the fans, and it looked like it would be a pain in the ass to pull apart. This one, like I said, I've had it apart a couple times, and it's super easy. There's just one wire for the temperature that you, for the heat sinks that you disconnect and plug back in, and that's it. So it's pretty simple. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the lights. I'm happy that they're fixed. That's what's going on with the plants. In case you're wondering, this white shit on my flood and drain table is leftover salt residue. Taken outside, scrubbed it with soap and water and shit like that, and I can't get it all off. So, but yeah, this is from running salts. The General Hydroponics Maxi Line is what I was using. I still have a bunch of it, so I'm going to be using that. It leaves a bunch of salt residue behind. So, anyways, so yeah, here's what I got going on here. Nothing fancy yet. I'm not running the flood and drain table yet. So I got my chiller. I need to get a new humidifier. I want to get the AC Infinity one so I can put it outside of the tent and run the hose inside. My dehumidifier, I believe it was a General Hydro Farm or some shit. Yeah, Hydro Farm. I wish I had another one, but I'm gonna get the AC Infinity one that sits outside the tent, so it'll give me some more space. Heater as well. So basically, this piece of equipment, that and that, will be gone out of here because I'll have new ones that'll be outside the tent. This chiller and the reservoir will go under the flood and drain table. That fan and filter will go away. So I've got one up here. Okay. I just got in there right now to keep down the dust and stuff like that, and just kind of help me with the overall smell and everything else. It's not like it stinks in here. I mean, look at it. You know what I mean? But it keeps down the dust, and it keeps like fresh air in here, you know, because purified is going through the charcoal filter, you know, and I don't know, I just like it better. But yeah, so that's what I got going on. Nice 8-inch fan and filter. Tapers down to a 6-inch, you know, for the hose to blow it out. But that's my cooling system. So, but yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? I think I might have already went over these. Temperatures and humidity and shit. There's humidity's a little high, but I gotta shut the dehumidifier off. Or the humidifier, excuse me. Anyways, here's what I got going over here. This is my cloning / veg / seedling tent. As you see, I got an Easy Cloner cloning machine down there. Vivison fan. This is gonna go inside. I don't have room for a heater and all that bullshit in here, you know, so it's gonna go inside where it can stay warm. I got a Mars Hydro T1000. It's a Mars Hydro tent. Those were sent to me by Mars Hydro years back. When the TS1000 first came out, they wanted me to do a full grow from start to finish for them, and I got around to some of it, but I didn't get around to finishing it. So maybe we'll do a full grow from start to finish here in the near future with just this Mars Hydro tent and light. We'll take it inside because, like I said, there's really no room for equipment. I'd have to get some AC Infinity shit and put it outside the tent and run it through and everything else like that. It's the only way you'd be able to do it. But it's so small, like I said, it's easiest just to put it in your house. Humidity stays up, all that shit, you know. So yeah, that's what I got going on in this little 2x2. That's all it is. These tents are pretty nice. They're nice and thick and durable. I really actually do like them. The reflectiveness on the inside is really good. It's very similar to a Gorilla Grow tent. I'm kind of thinking they stole their design, or maybe stealing's kind of harsh. They borrowed it. There you go. But yeah, these tents aren't too bad, dude. Nice drip tray. I like them. You know what I mean? Shit, you can't, for a starter tent, I bought some cheap shit when I first started growing, like a 2x4 foot tent, you know what I mean? And it was just some cheap shit. I paid like $100 something for it or whatever. And it had plastic corners. This has metal corners. I mean, this was free to me, but I'm sure the price point on it's pretty good. It's Mars Hydro. Yeah, it's got metal corners, man. I don't know if you can see them down there. See? Metal corners. No plastic shit. So, yeah. And then I got this light right here. the fake HLG 550. It's a SF 4000, Spider Farmer 4000. This is the first gen when they first came out years ago. It doesn't come with a dimmer or anything like that. It's just full on 24/7. I got it hooked up to a light timer. I just plugged it in for this video. I'm not using it right now, but I do use this light for veg generally. I would like to get a full run under this light so I can see what kind of potential it has, because it's really bright, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's very equivalent to a single-ended HPS. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's compatible or comparable to a double-ended, but you know, it's lacking some brightness there. But shit, she's about a single-ended, maybe a little brighter. I don't know. I'd have to compare the two. Got some. I just never held them up next to each other. But yeah, it's a pretty good light. I got a video on my channel from way back where I was flowering out with this light, I believe, and it turned out pretty good. I don't think I finished with the light, but it turned out pretty good. From what I saw, and the light penetration was really good. It's just been a while since I've ran this light, so I'm a little bit foggy on how things went. But you know, things did all right under this light, so we'll give her another shot, a full run, and see how it does. But these lights, you know, Spider SF 4000 is not a bad light, dude. You know what I mean? It's got red or far red or whatever, or near infrared, some shit, and it's got I believe that's infrared right there. I don't think it has ultraviolet, but it's got like warm white and regular white. It's got like two different types of whites, two different types of reds. But and it's got plastic covers right here for the wiring. A lot of the HLGs, I believe, don't, or the ones that you got to put together, don't have those plastic covers. Makes it a little bit dangerous. At least that's what I've seen. Excuse me. So, yeah, the SF 4000 is a good light. TS 1000, good light. I'd recommend both of them. But, of course, the champ, the heavyweight champ, Kind K5XL 1000, just the Wi-Fi. I know they don't make them anymore, but these lights are phenomenal. Their PPFD was the highest when they first came out in the market. Of course, that's been way surpassed since then. This light is, I don't want to say it's obsolete, because really I wouldn't say it's obsolete. As far as the power goes, it's lacking. Okay, 630 watts, it could be better. Okay, don't get me wrong, but for the par value of this light and everything else, and the amount this light puts out, you really can't beat it. For 630 watts, it's pretty damn good. My end results with this light have been phenomenal. The color that it brings out in the plant is just amazing. Makes them super striked out, sticky, oily. I mean, these lights are phenomenal. A lot of people, you know, swear by those white full spectrum lights, but you're missing some shit there when it's all white. You know what I mean? I just don't like them. A lot of people are like, oh, it's blurple. Blah, blah, blah. It's not a real light. It's blurple. Well, dude, you know, plants see, what is it? Red, white, blue. They see green. They see certain other colors, spectrum, within the full spectrum. And a lot of companies that make LEDs don't put that in there. But like Mammoth LED, oh dude, from what I can see, they did a freaking bang out job on this new light that they got out. I really would like to have it, but it's expensive. But I think it's like 1,000-watt light or some shit like that. I could be wrong, but it's a good light, dude. You know what I mean? And they were smart. They put in other colors, not just, you know, red and white. You know, they put in ultraviolet, infrared, green, white, red, blue, and I don't know if they have anything else in there, but I'm sure they got two different types of whites, and you know what I mean, all that shit. So people that are, you know, bagging on Blurple, they're freaking retards, man. You know, now I can understand with the cheap ass lights. You know what I mean? The little China freaking $50 light that claims that it's 1,000 watts and it's Blurple and like way Blurple. And it looks like somebody just took a bunch of fucking colors and threw it at a fucking board. And then here you go, here's a grow light. You know what I mean? And it looks like shit. This is not that. Okay, so I can understand where they're probably getting that from. This is not a Mars Hydro. This is none of that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of R&D and shit like that went into these lights. And these lights were top of the line. The best light on the market when they came out. I paid $1,800 per light. And I got two of them. And I used to have a version 1 of these lights, and I sold it, which I'm regretting now. I sold it on Marketplace. It was in mint condition. I should have never sold it. I regret it. You know what I mean? Wish I still had it back. Because I paid like $1,600, almost $1,700 for that light. So, and I had two white ones at one point, but I sent one of them back because the diode went out. And I got my money back, but I never bought another one. So I ended up having three. One of the original, one of the V2, or two of the V2s, and yeah, got rid of the V1. Miss it. Those are good lights. The V1s are good lights. The V2s are good lights. I just wish this had a remote control, you know, instead of the stupid app. But anyways, that's that. So yeah, everything's kind of coming along pretty good in here. No real complaints except for the rate of growth in the plants, but like I said, it looks like it's starting to come around. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got, you guys. Nothing too exciting. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself. But, let's see what we got here. But yeah. So, if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post them. Like the video. Subscribe. And smash the bell. Till next time, peace.